There you can go. She's choked up. I'm choked up. Happy birthday! Let's talk creative burnout. I've been in this cycle recently of getting gigs that I think are going to be consistent and then they fall apart. The financial stress this has put me through has been leaking into my creativity bucket. It's led to me feeling like I have so many hopes and dreams and a bright future ahead of me, but no energy to actually take more steps to get there. What do we do when we find ourselves here? Trudge forward or take a break? Well, I think I tried both and failed at both, but we will talk about that more in a second. When burnout takes your creativity, energy, and even your joy, what are you left with? In my experience, the answer is guilt. Guilt for wasting the one life you have with rest. Guilt for not doing something that will help you achieve your dreams. Guilt that you are doing something to hurt future you.
No way, I think I met the one. In a million at the jackpot, finally did it, I won. Yeah, till I'm searching for something better. You're just too good to be true. Ain't nobody like you. Nobody like you. AM to PM, all that I'm loving, all that I'm wanting. Yeah, someone like you. You know I can't find nobody else. There ain't no way you would run her off, never take a single L. When it comes to beauty, nobody can compete. Maybe it's in your nature to be number one all-time MVP.
Today we are in Huntsville, Alabama, which is actually where my grandparents are from. And we're here for a wedding, and it's the biggest wedding I've ever done. I know for sure one of the biggest weddings Casey's done too. 750 people, which is why I'm here. I'm not second shooting today, I'm actually assisting in third shooting. So there's 3 of us total. We're at this gorgeous church. It makes me feel like I'm in Greece with the archways and everything. They have the most gorgeous car as their getaway car. There are Cartier wedding rings. Like, that is the caliber of wedding we're at today. Right now I'm just taking a little break, protein bar, waiting for them to get back with something. Coke, the works. The travel issues kind of continue. I flew in yesterday morning to Charlotte and I brought Bernie with me so she can stay with my parents for the next couple weeks while we're doing all the travel we're going to be doing. And so then I had a couple of hours to spend with my mom, and then I had to head back to the airport to come here, but my flight was delayed by 4 hours. So I spent a long time at the airport yesterday, got some cocktails in. It was still fun. I was texting one of my clients saying, I'm not even mad because I kind of love forced focus time here and there, and that's definitely what it was. I just like headphones on, got to work, and got some work done that I don't know what I would have gotten done otherwise. So cheers to that.
Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. AM to PM, all that I'm loving, all that I'm wanting. Ain't nobody like you.
When this burnout started, I decided to throw myself into a passion project, one that I hoped could mean making real money off my work. While shooting, I was confident and I felt no imposter syndrome at all for maybe the first time ever. Then, when I started to look at the photos on my laptop instead of my camera, I realized the photos were not as strong as I thought. The shadows were harsh, the angle of the lighting was all wrong, and editing them has been so much harder than usual. I can't tell how much of this is based in reality versus what's coming from insecurity. I'm trying to look at this from the bright side where I see specific ways I can improve since I know exactly what I did wrong. But it is hard to not also hear the voice in my head comparing my work to other photographers and feeling like I'll never get there. After editing the photos not once, not twice, but 3 times at least, I decided to put the project to rest and come back to it when I'm ready. My sister and I are in Newport, Rhode Island this weekend. We're here for a wedding, but we have all of today to kind of just explore. And right now I'm doing the cliff walk. So stunning. If you ever come to Newport, you have to do it. I don't have time to do the whole thing. The whole thing is like 3.5 miles. I only have time to do just a little chunk before I go pick her up because she's doing the rehearsal dinner right now. But the 1% has never 1%ed harder up here in Newport, Rhode Island. It is crazy the amount of money that exists up here. Right now I'm on like a university campus. Didn't know I needed to go back to school to get my master's until now. Don't know what I'm going to go get my master's in, but we'll see. It's so gorgeous up here. I would love to do college up here. I can't even imagine. Later we're going to go do the Ocean Drive and see all the gorgeousness that has to offer, so I'm excited for that. We didn't have as much time in town as I think originally had hoped, but it kind of ended up being enough for a day trip at least. So we explored Thames Street a little bit and some of the wharfs, so it was really fun. Got this hat. So we're having a good time, but I definitely want to come back and do like a more extended stay where I get to just like sit by the water and go have lobster and do all of the New England-y things that you must do when you're here. After I pick her up, we're gonna do that drive, and then I think we're gonna grab dinner somewhere and go get martinis in Providence because all of the hotels that were semi-affordable in Newport booked up. So we are staying in Providence. The wedding is tomorrow, so Providence is like a 40-minute drive away. So a little annoying, but we're having fun. I'm having fun. I like it here. I would love to come and spend some more time here. I think I've mentioned before that the Hendrickson women, well, or I guess I should say the Knoll women, because Knoll is my mom's maiden name, and it comes from her. We have the worst luck ever. Hence all the travel issues I had with the Bahamas, and we've had pause for a dog. So cute. We have had almost just as many issues with the travels here. We did have a delay. We just sat on the tarmac for forever and ever. And then they made an announcement after we'd already been waiting for probably 45 minutes. They made an announcement saying that we were number 43 to leave because we had some really bad storms, so I'm assuming that's where all this came from. But yeah, so we had to wait forever, and it made us late for our rental car reservation and late enough that the branch was closed, so we couldn't even pick it up late last night. We had to go and pick it up this morning, so we had to Uber to our hotel, sleep there, Uber to get the car, and so now we have the car and all is fine. Oh, and on top of that, all of that, my sister's bag was lost, so it's not arriving until tonight on the same flight that we were on last night. So it should land around like 11:15. So at 11:15 we'll have to go to the airport and pick up her bag because it has all of her wedding stuff in it, all of the light stands, everything she needs for the wedding tomorrow. She did have her camera, luckily, but she shot that dress rehearsal tonight and her camera stopped working. One of them. She has 2 camera bodies. One of them shoots to 2 cards, the other one shoots to 1 card. And so the good one, the one that shoots to 2 cards, is the one that broke tonight, and the shutter doesn't work, so she can't take photos with it. I have 1 camera, but as the second shooter, but as the lead photographer, she always shoots with 2 cameras. It's pretty standard to have 2 cameras on you at all times, and it just reduces the time that you're having to switch lenses, because you can keep 1 lens on one and 1 lens on the other. So we'll figure it out. Not sure what we'll end up doing. She's trying to find a place where she could buy one. I'm wondering if she could rent one somewhere. You can do that, but I don't know if you can do it such short notice. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Proud of her though, because she's doing something to make herself feel better, and she saw these 2 really cute couples walking as we were like leaving the lighthouse, and she was like, should I go ask them if they want to go take pictures? And I was like, hell yes, you should. So she did it. I'm really proud of her. So she got those 2 couples, and they're down at the beach right now taking some photos, and it's like perfect, gorgeous sunset lighting right now, so I'm sure they're gonna be gorgeous. Anyway, that's how things are going. Madness, but I'm having a good day so far. I've had a lot of fun. I really like Rhode Island. So sweet.
And our responsibility to sit them on the fucking throne where they belong and pick up where they left off. Now is the time. So tonight and tomorrow night and every other night, you are going to radically fill LGBTQ plus spaces, and you're going to make new ones everywhere you go. With everyone you meet, you will be brave, and you will reach out a hand to people, and you will remind them that in Latin it says, Homo sum humani nihil ami alienum puto. I am a human being. No one human is alien to me. You better radically, when you leave here tonight, operationalize that way. In every situation that you are in. We're not just dressed like warriors, baby. We fucking are warriors.
and come here. And so we bought us a bottle of wine and we then get here and we sit down and we realize we have no corkscrew. So we did decide to just punch the cork in. I don't know if you can see it. The cork's in there. So cheers. 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 My boot off because we were worried we were gonna have to do the boot trick.
I was covered in wine.
Yeah.
But we got it.
We got it. We made it. It's really gorgeous too, so. Thanks. Have a good one. Cheers. Good morning. I am in Palm Springs, obviously, having a good time, but also feeling just a bit overwhelmed. It's been an overwhelming week. I keep putting myself in these positions where I'm doing trips that are just like non-stop back-to-back things, and as I mentioned in the last vlog, like I know what I need when I'm doing trips and traveling is to just be still, because I do so much moving around and non-stop whatever in New York as it is. I want to be able to take trips that are long enough for me to sit and not feel like I have to pack everything into just a few days. Like, I want to be able to do one big thing a day, come back, to the hotel or wherever I'm staying, house, whatever, and enjoy a meal and be slow and read a book. I have The Wedding People that I'm reading right now, but I haven't really gotten to touch it very much this week. So I am today kind of taking the morning for myself, and I'm gonna go get some breakfast and bring my book and do some reading, and I'm gonna get coffee, bring that back to Casey. She's doing a shoot right now as part of this workshop, so I'm gonna bring back some coffee and French toast for her. And then I'm gonna go do some solo exploring today. I'm gonna go to the downtown Palm Springs area and hopefully just kind of scope out things I want to take a picture of and maybe buy some jewelry. That's kind of my hope of something to bring back for myself on this trip, is some jewelry, because I have some things that are just starting to not look as great and I want to replenish my collection. So that's the goal for today. And then tonight we're going to the Trixie Mattel little motel, so I am excited. This week has also been especially overwhelming just because I feel like I really flourish in small group settings, 3 to 4. That's really ideal for me. More than that and I start to feel a little overwhelmed, and I feel like I always get kind of pushed to the outside, which is again partially my fault, I know, because I do to an extent let it happen, but also I just feel like then when I try to speak up and say something and contribute, then I'm just kind of getting talked over and no one's listening. So that's been hard this week, but again, I think that's why it's important for me to take some time for myself today. Today's our last full day. We leave tomorrow, so I definitely want to make the most of it. Yesterday in Joshua Tree, it was gorgeous, but so hot. As you can probably imagine, the peak season for, like, you know, visiting Palm Springs is really winter time because it's so warm here. June is not ideal, especially late June is not ideal to come to Palm Springs. But it was fun. It was just kind of exhausting because of how hot it was, and I think we were all dealing with a little bit of heat exhaustion by the end of the day. And then we had to jump into another shoot at the Thompson Hotel, which was gorgeous and beautiful and exciting for me because the hotel manager ended up telling me he needed some photos of a suite, so I was able to go grab some photos of one of the suites for him, which was like the first time I've really been able to do something like that if I wasn't paying for the hotel. So I'm taking that as a good sign that I am doing what I'm meant to be doing, and we're on the up and up. And yeah, thank you all for all of your support through this whole journey. I've been having a good time so far, and I'm excited to be continuing the vlogs and traveling more and doing it a little bit more my way. So thanks for sticking with me. Some of the fancier houses in Palm Springs, and I have found some, and I've taken some photos and enjoyed myself, but almost all the homes are, you know, blocked off by a wall or like really high shrubs or something like that. And I get the privacy aspect, but like I just feel like if I had the money to have a really nice home, I would want everyone to be able to enjoy it from the outside, and I would want to be able to see my home from the road as well, and then like save the privacy for your backyard. That's just how I feel. If some of these people have, you know, lives that put them in the spotlight. I could see how you maybe wouldn't want that, but it just seems like a shame to me to like hide all of this beautiful architecture behind walls and shrubs. Another sad thing I'm learning is that most of the businesses in Palm Springs use Tuesday, Wednesday as their weekend. So today is Wednesday and nothing's open. After deciding to take a break on this project, I went a little too far on the rest side. When I returned from all of my travel, I thought I would be able to dive into productivity. If not with photography, maybe with my web design or my music projects. Instead, I found myself struggling to get out of the bed, getting locked into my phone, and having to force myself to get out of the house to see my friends. This led to more guilt, more shame, and more wondering how I will possibly achieve my goals if this is how I handle one setback. After some honestly much needed wallowing, I realized the only way to move past guilt is forgiveness. Forgiving myself for needing a break, forgiving myself for the length of my break, forgiving myself for being angry that I needed a break, and forgiving the series of events that has led to this moment. My dear friend Martha Luz believes our higher selves have written out all of the choices and events in our lives. I'm choosing to believe I wrote this moment, and that when I am on the other side of it, I will have written in other events that will culminate in success, prosperity, joy, and a sense of belonging. And this rough patch will just make the sweet stuff that much sweeter.